Hello, my name is Kyle Seti, and yeah, this week I'm presenting my first progress report on my map Doom Horizon. This is a custom map I'm making in Doom 2016 using the SnapMap tool, and it's a starship map loosely based on the movie Event Horizon, where you'll uncover a portal to hell and fight a bunch of demons on an abandoned spaceship. This week was my first week working on it, so my goals were just to learn the SnapMap tools by completing all the tutorials, grayboxing the first section of the map, initiating the player's spawn, and the door sequence at the start of the map. I also played around with audio, which was next week's goal, but I got started on that a little bit early. This week I'm just going to work on, yeah, this middle walkway section, this start area where the airlock enters the ship. And then I got a little bit done on this walkway here that enters to the bridge area, and then this first back engineering section. But yeah, let's take a look. In game, I began this week by starting this Snap Academy basic training, completed all of these to learn how the SnapMap works. I've completed all the advanced trainings as well and did a couple of the puzzles here, as well as watched a lot of tutorials from some peers and some fellow creators. And then I started creating. So yeah, let's go to My Maps. Recently played maps. Create. Here we go. My Maps. And Doom Horizon 1.0 edit. Yeah, so spent a lot of time just playing around in the SnapMap editor to get used to everything, to learn the tools, to find all of the pieces that I wanted to play with, and then got started just, making the basic level. Yeah, so here we have the map so far, and again, this is our middle section here with this walkway. This is the front bridge area, nothing really there yet, and the back area just began staging those. Yeah, mostly we started here with this airlock section. Just to show really quickly, this is the ship the player starts on. It looks a little different. It looks more modern and clean. You fly through space and you begin by going through an airlock area where I've set up a little event here for the player to initiate and get the right air pressure before continuing on to the rest of the ship. So let's just show how that all works. And loading into the level, again, we start on our own spaceship, but there's not much to do here. We have an inaccessible door, just a few scenery, props, a science-y area, and like a little med lab. So the player's quickly prompted to come into the airlock, which is where we're going to balance the air. So the door behind you immediately shuts so that we can balance the chamber. It says, yeah, chamber unstable. And then if you can walk around a bit, but quickly you'll get a marker here that says pressurize the airlock. So we can see that this door won't open. It says air pressure unstable. So if we kind of jump around a little bit, we'll discover there is an airlock pressurizer here, but it needs a charge. So we placed a couple charges over here. We have an oxygen green power core, which I'm going to call an oxygen container, basically. We'll use these again later in the level. You can only pick up one right now. There's one extra one there. That might come into play later. So we come back over here. And we have a little sequence here that I've initiated.
Pressurizing. Environment stabilized.
So it says pressurizing.
Door open.
Environment stabilized, and then we have some gas noises and the atmosphere changes, and then the door opens for you. Now this door is permanently in the open position and we're connected to the spaceship. As we enter, we see the atmosphere changes. It's very dark and hazy. Can't really see what's going on. There's nobody around. It's eerie. We can't even see the end of the level, so it's just sort of an endless stretch in both directions. If we turn around, we'll see that the initial area we had, the airlock, has also now adopted this haze, so it's at the same atmosphere as the rest of the level. Now this will no longer open for the rest of the level, but you're free to come back into this chamber. As we explore, again, this is basically as far as I've gotten here. We just have this, hallway gray boxed where we're going to have an event later on where you run and collect oxygen. This is just the back of the map. No demon spawns yet. We're going to connect more parts to this later. But yeah, just wanted to really focus on that initial sequence. I'll go show the front of the map, briefly. Before I'll show you a little bit of how that sequence was created. Yep, just got a hallway here that's going to lead to this front bridge area. There's a couple different hallways, and there's just a bit of a zone to, stage a battle here. We'll have a boss battle. before you make it to the bridge and have to fiddle with some consoles to fly away and end the level. Yeah, briefly I'll show what I did for that initial intro sequence. Yeah, so in here, we have the player spawning, and then on the match joined, we're going to set this point of interest setting, which is going to handle our marker here. When the player enters, the box trigger simply just shuts the door behind them and then initiates this audio sequence. Yeah, this room looks like a mess, but it's not too complicated, really. It's just this, airlock that I've named here that starts empty. You need to collect one of those. On given, it's going to begin a whole bunch of events on this timer. So we start a little timer that begins these audio sequences over here: air pressure sound, air pressure sound. There it is. And then after a few seconds, it unlocks this door for you, which initiates as locked. And then it opens it for you and then has a little audio clip that says, door opened. Yep, just messing with timers here. And then the other thing we've got is these set lights. These are spotlights that create this red glowing effect here to show that, hey, something's wrong, the chamber's unstable, you can't leave yet. And then those turn off on a timer. The other thing we've got on this timer is an environment change, which changes the atmosphere from this orange glow to like this bright, hazy sauna. And then finally, once you leave and exit this box trigger here, turns it to the normal atmosphere of the rest of the ship so it matches for the rest of the level. Yeah, that's it so far. Really excited to plan the rest of this map. I think it's going great. Thanks for watching.